Hey everybody, this is Geek Clan Robinson. Today, we're going to be reacting to something that Xander is actually worried about, but I'm not so much worried about. This is Nosey. There's a video on 10 ways to stop Nosey, and I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure all of them is he can't be stopped because that seems to be the prevailing thing with this. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is not something we need to worry about. There's all the other real problems going on. But I like the horror aspect of it. I like the fact that it is supposed to be a fun little thing. But
it's supposed to be revenge because somebody killed a dog, so now he's sending Nosey to kill the guy who killed the dog.
So Nosey is just a really expensive John Wick. Calibrate, by the way. Just he's a really expensive rabbity robotic John Wick. Okay, we'll go with that.
I'm John Wick in VR, right?
You're John. Yeah, you kind of are, aren't you? All right, look, let's do this.
I mean, Doom zombies are afraid of me because their heads get exploded every time I'm in VR. Because I just absolutely destroy them. I jump and then shoot their head off.
So my question
I do a lot of stuff.
My question is Nosey supposed to be an animatronic with a human body inside of it, or is Nosey just supposed to be a robot that's going to go kill somebody who, because the guy's dog died and now he wants to kill everybody on Earth? It's a little, just the lore is kind of a little hazy, but whatever. It's fun. Little fun internet lore, not real, nothing to worry about.
Hold on. Think Springlocks, okay? Think Springlocks. So Nosey's like a Springlock animatronic where you could climb in. And there's a high risk, and actually the creator actually might make the guy who has killed the dog die in the most painful way. Springlocks.
Okay, all right. Let's do this. Go ahead and turn on the video. 10 ways to stop Nosey. We'll just give it a good reaction, and I will probably poo-poo on it. As you can see, we've got Springtrap. He's the opener of the video.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Every monster
has
a weakness, or at least that's what we tell ourselves so we can sleep at night. But what if the thing we're facing wasn't born, but built? What if it doesn't bleed, doesn't breathe, doesn't stop? That's the nightmare of Nosey, Citra's monstrous project of metal and wires. People keep asking the same desperate question. If Nosey really escapes, how can we survive? Tonight we'll explore 10 chilling, desperate ways.
I'm saying all this
They're
right now.
They're not guaranteed. Some are barely even possible. But when you're staring into those glowing eyes at your window, you'll cling to any
Okay, I'm not saying this.
Or maybe
it's bleeding into my microphone.
Nosey runs on circuits, metal, wires, servos.
Okay, turn it down a bit.
Yeah.
Turn it down a bit.
I know.
But here's the twist.
Well, why don't you do it then?
Also, it's poison. If you set up high voltage traps around your property, you might be able to fry its systems long enough to escape. Think electrified fences, car batteries wired to door handles, or even...
So, why would we set up an electric fence around the house to protect from Nosey?
It's power and poison to him.
Okay, so the idea is that you're gonna overshot its system, right? You're gonna overshock its system with the electricity, right?
Overshock it long. Overshock it.
Why are
long
you talking?
enough.
What's going on?
Overshock it long enough to escape.
And your camera's off. What's going on?
Oh wait, my camera's off. Oh, overshock it long enough to escape.
Calibrate.
So you have to overshock it long enough to escape. That's something that he's saying that you could probably do.
So the power is going to just zoink its system so that it can't move anymore, and it lets you escape before it reboots.
It will do it long enough for you to escape.
So if you let's say you overshock the system and it falls, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go out there with literally just a screwdriver? Open the access panel to all its wiring and just rip its wiring out, and then it's not going anywhere.
Do you want to go up and literally be face to face?
Yes, if this thing is trying to kill me and I've disabled it, I'm going to try to disable it further so then it stops killing everyone.
All right, but
Continue.
he's bulletproof and fireproof.
Yeah, but
he's waterproof.
He literally can be taken out with a screwdriver. Like, open the back panel.
You could take him out with other things, I bet. Like.
All right, let's keep
acid.
Let's keep watching because there's more to it.
Cattle prods. But here's the terrifying part. Citra designed Nosey to be resistant. This isn't a weak little gadget that shorts out in the rain.
Yeah.
Nosey's body is layered, armored, insulated. An average household jolt won't even make it flinch. You'd need something powerful, something industrial. That means you'd be standing dangerously close, wiring your own house like a death trap, praying the thing touches it. And if it doesn't, if it learns to avoid the electricity, then all you've done is cage yourself inside a trap of your own making, while Nosey waits silently just beyond the wires. Way 2 EMP devices, an electromagnetic pulse, the supposed kill switch for machines. In theory, one good blast, and Nosey collapses like a puppet with its strings cut. But there's a problem. EMP devices aren't lying around on Amazon. Building one requires knowledge, parts, and extreme risk. Even then, you'd have to be within range. Are you willing to carry a bomb-sized machine on your back while stalking a 10-foot monster? And here's what's even worse.
Okay, so I'm willing to say that the military would deactivate it with one of these. I'm willing to say that.
Right, like okay, so there's this big robot running around killing the citizenry.
And if it's bulletproof, fireproof, and waterproof, it's not going to be EMP proof. The military will turn on this thing. It'll be a kill switch. Like, look how fast it's killing those drones.
And then,
like
you know what you do? You know what the military's going to do? They're going to get hit with an EMP. It's going to fall down. And then they're going to go up with a screwdriver. And they're going to access the panel and rip out the wiring.
I mean, yeah, that is a smart idea if you have military-grade technology.
Yeah, this thing is nothing to be.
It's military-grade.
I can't even talk. It just, the whole concept angers me. Go ahead, keep playing.
Claim Citra knew this weakness and prepared for it. Rumors spread that Nosey's frame is shielded, wrapped in layers that make EMPs less effective, meaning you'd risk everything for a chance that might not even work. Imagine triggering it, watching the pulse ripple out, and Nosey doesn't fall. It just tilts its head, those glowing eyes fixed on you, as if to say, nice try. That's when you realize, EMPs might not be our salvation. They might be our false hope. Way 3.
Dude.
Fire has always been mankind's weapon against the dark, against predators, against monsters.
Like, hold on. Military-grade technology. Militaries can build an EMP stronger than a gun. I'm serious. They can build an EMP probably strong enough to penetrate through this.
I think you're right. I think that our military...
I swear that military-grade technology will get rid of this thing with an EMP. It might be harder to build an EMP that's stronger, but they're gonna do it, and they're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill Nosey.
I think when I was younger, there was a rumor that our military had a weapon, and they were called rods from God, and they were basically these steel metal rods that they could launch and pinpoint. They were supposed to be bunker busters. So if we're gonna pretend that Nosey's real, I'm gonna pretend that rods from God are real, and then they'll just use a rod from God to take Nosey out. There's no way Nosey's surviving this thing dropping at terminal velocity from space. Just a giant rod right through his skull.
A rod of God does not exist, though.
Neither does Nosey.
I mean, that is true. All right.
Could it work on Nosey? Flames might damage sensors, burn through wiring, melt joints. In theory, yes. But again, fire consumes slowly, and Nosey doesn't move slowly. If you tried to ignite it with Molotovs or flamethrowers, you'd have to get close.
It's fireproof. It's fireproof.
And think about the risk. It doesn't scream. It doesn't retreat. It just walks straight through the fire, reaching with those giant arms. If it grabs you while burning, you'll be the one reduced to ash before the machine even stumbles. And what happens if fire doesn't work?
Yeah, it's fireproof.
Your own house, your own shelter on fire.
It's fire
The
freaking
one thing
proof.
protecting you becomes another weapon against you. Fire might weaken Nosey, but you'll have to decide who burns faster, you or the machine. Wave 4, freezing. If heat can't stop it,
Like
maybe the
Megatron.
opposite can. Extreme cold has the power to freeze metal,
I think it's okay
stiffen
they're
joints,
comparing
and
Nosey to
slow
Megatron.
machinery.
It's
Industrial
fun.
freezers,
It's a lot of
liquid
fun.
nitrogen, even traps in winter storms
Alright,
could
so
work.
yeah.
But you'd need massive amounts of cold to actually make a difference. Nosey isn't a car engine you can stall, it's a moving fortress. And Citra might have planned for this too. Heavy hydraulics, sealed casings, antifreeze fluids, all designed to keep it moving no matter the temperature. Still,
Pause
the
it.
idea is haunting.
Pause it. So my whole problem with the whole premise of Nosey, and I really just despise the Nosey premise, is that some yabo in his garage with access to metal from Home Depot built a better killing machine than the world's militaries. No.
That's impossible.
It's what I'm saying.
The world's
What I'm
militaries will kill it.
Yeah,
There is no
The
way.
American military
There is no way that Nosey will be better than an American military or any military in any country.
This thing isn't getting off American soil. It's supposedly this guy moved to Florida. Unless he launches it from not American soil, this thing's not even getting out of Florida. It's not gonna last. Like the military's just gonna roll over it. But go ahead. Let's keep playing.
Honestly, yes.
If you could lure it into the right place, freeze it solid, you might buy time. But just imagine standing there, frost filling the air, watching as cracks spread across the ice, hearing the snap of metal shifting beneath the surface, the frozen giant opening its glowing eyes again.
That's Springtrap. That's Spring It.
Well, he just using Springtrap.
Hello, Spring It. How you doing?
Bonnie's a Spring.
Some monsters can't be killed, only buried. If you can't destroy Nosey, maybe you can trap it. Sinkholes, collapsing buildings, sealed basements. Lure it in, then cage it beneath tons of concrete and steel. But here's the nightmare. Nosey isn't human. It doesn't need air. It doesn't suffocate. It waits. You might bury it for a week.
Hold on a second.
A year.
Hold it for a second. I'm gonna throw some more shade at the theory of Nosey. So there's no such thing as a closed system. Closed systems eventually degenerate and die because they need something to feed them. Human beings eat food. Plants use light. Machines use electricity that they get from generators. The electricity is generated and then it's created and it feeds the machines. So if you trap Nosey underground, theoretically we can't destroy him. We have to trap him. Eventually, he will just
die. He will die
because he's got no source of energy.
Like he will die, like my VR. My VR dies. It runs out of battery.
Exactly.
It will die. It will run out of batteries eventually.
Yeah, you can't have a closed system. He would need to be getting energy from somewhere, and unless he's absorbing it from the Earth, which I don't think he is, he's just gonna run out of energy, and then they go down and take him.
Oh no, I think Citra's gonna get an idea from this. No, Citra, no, Citra, please don't die.
I don't think Citra's going to see this video. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh, good.
I think
Tonight, the ground shudders. The walls crack. It claws its way back
what if
out.
he sees this video?
Imagine living with that knowledge. That beneath your feet, somewhere deep underground, it's still there. Silent, patient.
It's still there, out of battery.
Here's the thing with
it's still there out of battery.
Nosey is a really fun.
Did you know that Nosey could sing?
No.
Just imagine, the owners making it so that Nosey can sing. Just imagine running from this thing while it's just rickrolling you.
No, if he's gonna sing, he's got to sing "This Giant Robot Kills" from MC Lars because it's like literally the same concept.
Yeah, but what? No, hold on.
Yeah,
but what if it just rickrolls you as it's chasing you?
That would be rather hilarious. But
it'd be funny.
Here's the thing.
I'm probably gonna try to make an animation of that in Blender. I'm gonna be honest.
Here's the thing with the whole Nosey concept. I forget what I was gonna say, but basically, this would make a really good indie horror movie. But that's it. That's it. It would be a really good indie horror movie that people would poke holes through because there's so many holes in the plot. But that's okay because it would be a lot of fun. Have them walk around, kill a bunch of people. People in
horror movies are idiots.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're actually playing it smart, but
But seriously, have them walk around, kill a bunch of people, have them trap them in a basement or underground or something. It's the end of the movie, and then you make it for like $100,000, and then you make $1 million off of it, and then
this is based off
2
FNAF.
years later, 2 years later they make Nosey 2, and then Nosey.
If this is based off FNAF. You know that,
I mean,
right?
Obviously, it's like it's.
This is based off of FNAF. This is inspired by FNAF and the Walton Files, which is where Bond appears.
Well, yeah, you can tell this is inspired by FNAF. I mean, there's.
It's inspired by FNAF and the Walton Files.
I mean, it also might be inspired by this giant robot kill. It's not original concept.
I feel like the original. I feel like he's building this crap for revenge. I feel like okay. So imagine FNAF, the Walton Files, and Terminator, and the Wreck Roll machine.
Yeah, maybe. All right, go ahead. Let's play. Let's continue this.
Waiting for the day it digs free. You might buy yourself time, but you won't buy safety. The Earth itself won't hold Nosey forever.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Did you forget batteries exist?
What if you can't overpower it, but you can confuse it? Nosey's eyes, or whatever those glowing orbs are, must guide it somehow. Smoke bombs, mirrors, blinding lasers, even paint. Anything to distort its vision. If you could blind Nosey, you could run.
Did you know that he has cameras, but probably not in his eyes?
Think about it.
I think Bloomhouse needs
built to stalk, to hunt.
They need to get the
Bloomhouse is terrible at making art.
What if it can hear better than we can?
No, they're not.
What if it tracks heat?
They just make cheap horror movies. They're not terrible.
They
do good with what they use.
That is true, but they did bad on Puka.
Make it angry. Imagine standing in a cloud of smoke, thinking you've escaped, when suddenly the smoke parts. Nosey's already
pause
there,
this for
standing silently.
I would say you give the director of FNAF, the FNAF movie, this movie. You give him a couple $1 million. You give him like $5 million. Let him make the movie.
And you let the guy who's creating Nosey also help.
Yeah, you absolutely. You let Citra be like a consultant and like.
But he's building it for revenge. But I bet it's either gonna fall apart as soon as it gets out, or the military is just gonna get an EMP and absolutely cook it. It's gonna absolutely clap its cheeks.
If you can aim it right, and
it's gonna absolutely clap its cheeks.
Don't say that, dude. Don't say that. That's not what you think it means.
It's gonna get clapped.
Yeah, get clapped.
I know. It means clap its butt.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that at all. It means something else. Don't say that. You can say it'll get spanked. It'll get clapped.
It's just gonna get destroyed, man. It's cooked. It's cooked.
So the thing is,
because of the military.
You let Citra
consult
$5 million. Give the director of FNAF $5 million. You probably got a pretty decent horror movie. Or you could give somebody who's a good director $5 million, $10 million. You got a pretty good decent horror movie. Probably gonna make $50 million.
You get Scott Calvin on it.
I don't know, maybe. Sure, why not? He made FNAF, and he's doing all the FNAF movie stuff now.
I mean, yeah, Scott Cawthon has done it.
Doesn't need eyes to find you. Way 7, Dismemberment, a terrifying idea.
Dismember.
Nosey apart piece by piece.
That's what I keep saying.
EMP technology.
You EMP him.
Take its legs off. Take his arms off. Cut the wires.
Out with a screwdriver. Go ahead.
The screwdriver, the ultimate weapon.
Maybe its arms, legs, or joints can be destroyed.
Exactly.
Explosives at the knees, saws at the elbows.
It's bomb-proof.
Maybe. I don't know.
Heavy machinery tearing at the frame. But that
turn off the.
Oh, turn off CC.
Yeah, the closed caption. All right. A little more spring trap in there.
To fight it directly.
Booga.
You realize how impossible that sounds? One
I always call you back.
And your body would break like glass. And even if you succeed in severing a limb, what then? Nosey doesn't bleed.
Nosey's bomb-proof.
In pain, it keeps going. Maybe
he's
slow,
bomb-proof.
Maybe crawling, but still hunting.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Pause it again. Here's the thing. All robots, all right, from what I understand, I'm not a robot scientist. I don't know this for sure. I'm sure somebody in the comments is going to be like, yeah, that's not really how it works anymore. But from my understanding, all robots need some kind of lubricant. That's how they work.
What's a lubricant?
Lubricant is like the car. You know the car has oil?
Yeah.
Now you got to put the oil in the car.
Electricity?
No, literal oil. Like that's a lubricant. Like
It needs oil.
You know how
it needs oil or electricity. If you just bury it, it'll run out of it.
Whenever something's creaking, he'll walk up with the what is it, AW40 or whatever, and just spray it, and then it stops creaking.
What's an AW40?
It's a lubricant. It's like a grease. It's an oil. It's to get things working. So to say that Nosey doesn't bleed is not correct, because he's going to need something, or else these joints are going to lock up. They're going to be rubbing against each other, and they're going to wear down because
wires. No, there's wires, dude. The wires exist.
But even the wires, you still need to lubricate the movement.
No, you do not.
Yeah, you do.
That's not how robots work anymore.
I'm pretty sure that's how they work. All right, in the comments, if you're a robot technology guy, in the comments, you just let us know the robots need lubricant. The modern robots coming out of like Boston Dynamics or whatever. All right,
okay.
Spider dragging itself forward. Cutting it apart doesn't stop it. It only makes it uglier.
Uglier?
Turning Nosey against itself.
Just Terminator. Hello, Terminator. How are you doing today?
Beat Nosey is to
I will destroy you.
To turn its own strength back on itself.
You will not destroy me.
But think about what that means. Someone would have to get close enough, plug in, access its brain. And who even understands that brain? Citra built it. He knows the code. We don't. Maybe there is no code, not in the way we imagine. Maybe Nosey doesn't follow commands anymore. Maybe it's already beyond programming, running on something far stranger.
Maybe it's AI.
Imagine if you succeeded.
But AI's dumb.
Imagine Nosey turning on its master. For a moment, humanity would be safe. But here's the problem. Once you unleash something like that, you don't control it. You've just unleashed chaos on both sides. Way 9, sacrifice. This one is the most horrifying of all. Some believe the only way to stop Nosey is not through force, but through distraction, giving it something it wants more. If Nosey is drawn to movement, heat, or life itself, then one person could lure it away while the rest escape.
I'm willing to.
But think about that. You're standing
I turned off closed captions.
Knowing you're the bait.
You know what I want to do
Every
now?
step you take, it follows.
Pause.
Every breath.
So let me ask you this, Xander. So Daddy used to play a role-playing game called Dread. And it's a horror role-playing game. It's all one-shots. And your characters can die, and they usually do. I want to run
Dread's a girl, it's a ghost.
I want to run a Dread game with Nosey. I absolutely do. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll have your cousins come over, and you guys can play. Would you want to play a Nosey Dread game?
How about we plug in the AI of Nosey and put him, and then I fight against him in Dead by Daylight.
Nosey getting taken out by ChatGPT.
I mean, like, Nosey's controlled by AI. What if
taking out Nosey?
What if I make a deal with him saying that he has to beat me in Dead by Daylight?
Something. Possibility. Go ahead.
But I suck at Dead by Daylight.
Every heartbeat.
Maybe Forsaken. I'm good at Forsaken.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't.
Except not as a killer. I'm gonna be the runner.
Good rivals.
I'm like, yeah.
You don't get to survive. You only buy time for others. And the thought that one day someone might have to volunteer is enough to freeze the blood in your veins. Nosey doesn't just take your life, it takes your choice. Way 10, destruction of Citra's workshop. If Nosey can't be killed, maybe its creator can. Destroying Citra's workshop might be the only way to end the cycle. Burn it down, collapse it, reduce every tool, every blueprint, every secret to ash. But what if it's too late? What if Nosey is already gone? Destroying the birthplace doesn't destroy the creature. It just destroys the only place that might hold the key to stopping it. And worse, what if Citra isn't finished? What if there are more machines hidden deep in the shadows of that workshop?
He's built something called Snappy.
Nosey might just be the first. By striking against Citra, you might
Nosey might not even be the first. He might
even
feel
stronger.
Or Nosey.
And when the smoke clears, you'll realize
Snappy was the first.
You didn't end the nightmare. You only tore off its mask. 10 ways to stop Nosey, and none of them are guaranteed. That's the real terror. We don't know if it can be burned, frozen, blinded, or broken. We don't know if it can be stopped at all. But what we do know is this. The fact we're even asking these questions proves how serious the threat has become. Citra isn't making toys. He's creating something that has forced us to imagine our own survival.
He's creating Terminator.
And that's the scariest truth of all. Because when Nosey finally steps out of the shadows, when those glowing eyes are at your window, The only real question will be, which of these ways will you try, and how long will it keep you alive?
This is so ridiculous.
You want to watch another video on Nosey?
You want to do another video? We could one more. I gotta play a game with Robojo.